have a brain, so nothing can stop me. Get ready to cry. Go fuck yourself. You're doing this to me on purpose. Steins Gate to 0. And we need to change the title to something more relevant to what we're gonna be doing. Definitely tissues recommended. Change the title. I think that's a good title. Wait. Oh my god, no. I accidentally changed the go live notification instead of title. Okay, now it's gonna be perfect. Perfect. Exactly how I wanted it. New game. Also, do we actually need to... Wait, but that guide doesn't tell me much. All tips, quick walkthrough. I mean, there's only a few decisions that actually matter, so it seems. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Kurisu being fucking dead. Or rather, being killed actively. I missed that scene. Do we need to react? First day that we actually need to react to anything is November. Is he gonna do it? Is he making the sound like any... Where are we? I didn't want to leave. I just wanted to disappear. But someone grabbed my arm and dragged me out. They changed the voice actor for Daru. Mayuri ran to me and looked down, her face worried. But her kindness felt like nothing but a nuisance. Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. They either changed direction of Daru's voice over or left her. He sounds so fucking weird. He sounds Monokuma-ish. Yeah, you're just being brainwashed at this point. But he is hurt in his kokoro. By the way, what do you think on Saturday we're doing the womb ASMR? So you can feel like a child again.
何をやっても無駄だ。全部決まってしまっていることなんだよ。同じだ。真由里の時と同じなんだ。どれだけもがいたって結果は同じになる。
Also, I think they slightly changed Naru's daughter outfit. I thought I understood that cruel truth, but now I was forced to realize it again, and in the worst possible way. It is all pointless. We cannot do anything. It is all beyond our control.
何もかも無駄なんだよ。俺はやっぱりクリスを助けられないんだ。分かってた。
Imagine if she just jumped
分
in,
かってたんだ。
unaware that she's also kinda dead.
予想してたんだ。もう疲れた。
Again, by the way.
ずっと休んで
Dead
ないんだ
again.
よ。だからもういいよ。
オカリン、一体何が。
俺が殺してしまった。バカみたいだ。全部俺のせいだ。
マキセ・クリスをさ、刺し殺しちゃったんだ。殺した？嘘。
Not really, but also really. That's why we shouldn't time travel, kids.
ほっといてくれ。
For we might not be able to bear the consequences.
何度やったって結果は同じだ。
何言ってんの？諦めるつもり？
I remember that part.
オカリンおじさんの肩には何十億っていう人の命がかかってるんだよ。たった一回の失敗が何だって言うんだ。
クリスはどうやったって助けられない。世界線の収束には逆らえない。
I mean, you can always go to the next one.
こうなったらビンタしてでも気合い入れ直して。
I think Suzuha sounds more girly.
こんなボロボロになってるオカリン見てられないもん。でもさ、このままじゃ未来を変えられない。どうして未来のことをオカリン一人に押し付けるの？そんなの重すぎるよ。オカリンおじさんには世界の観測者としての能力があるからだよ。オカリンが望んだわけじゃないのに。それにもう一度やったってまたオカリンが傷つくだけだって思うな。未来のことを人一人で変えようなんてきっと無理なんだよ。だからそのためのシュタインズゲートで。気持ちはわかるよ。でもさ、私も未来をかけてここまで来てるんだよね。どっちにしろ2036年には戻れないんだ。そう簡単に諦めるつもりはないから。オカリンおじさん、
I mean, they can still try to change into like another line, right? I don't remember if it was that they could either go from line A to B and B to A, or if there were like other options.
片道のタイムトラベルだとしても、今から1年と経たないうちに7月28日には届かなくなる。覚えといて。その日になったらさ、私はたとえ一人でも飛ぶよ。
Yeah, no, we've only been to 2, so there is still one more, right?
Okari? ねえ、おかり。もう頑張らなくてもいいからね。泣いてもいいんだよ、おかり。マユシーはそばに
We
いるから
don't
ね。
deserve our goddess Mayuri. Was it such a missed opportunity that even though we do have a character that it's not really a self-insert fully and he has voiced lines, they didn't voice his inner monologue. Also, I absolutely forgot to pull up the freaking... Where is it? This thing. There we go. Was it cold when the first game finished? I think it was warmer, like they didn't need... Unless this is like the end of the... Oh yeah, that's 123. Oh. Tokyo Dink University was participating as a part of industry collaboration efforts. It was supposed to help one of the lecturers, Associate Professor Izaki. Why would you... Oh right, you're working at the reception, I forgot. Is he gonna see the name of Makise Kurisu? Is that why there is such a build-up? Impressing Izaki was part of my new goal in life. And Senpai, Izaki noticed me on the guy? My biggest question is, what will make me cry? It's not like I want to know, but I want to know, but I also don't want to know. So answer on your own, like, you know, you might have to bear the consequences of your action. In the First chapter, probably nothing. Probably nothing. What was the sound? I wasn't a genius like Kurisu. I knew there was no way I would be ever able to do exactly what she did. I was just fucking with for now. I wasn't a genius like Kurisu. That is not my Okabe, sorry. That is not my Okabe. He came back changed. I'm amazed that I've recovered so well. In anime, they even gave him black suit. I mean, he is very changed, but like a little bit of the whimsy. I just need a little bit of the whimsy. She has glorious hair and amazing shade of green on her. Everything about her was small. Why would you make out few curves that don't appear until after puberty? Oh my god, Okabe! The fucking DJ. That part did not change about him. Not to that extent, but still.
ごめんなさい。スタッフルームってどこかしら？
ここは ATF のセミナー会場だけど。
Maybe she's sort of. Maki says her age was probably at the same places.
何度同じ話を繰り返せば気が済むの？
いや、今初めて行ったんだけど。
私にとってはあなたで4回目よ。この場所に来てからね。
Invited guests. She's gonna be the fucking person.
Huh? Vtuber コンドリア大学脳科学研究所
Is she like Makisu's best friend? She has this stern expression on her face that kinda indicates that they could be friends.
あ、そういうことか。
How does she know?
どこに落ちてたんだ？拾ってくれたん。
その話も4回目よ。
Wait, she doesn't have a passport, she just have ID from the university? So with a horrible translation indicating that the card kind of was the same card that Makise Kurisu had.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学の中学生？
寝ぼけるなら夜にして。大学に中学生がいるわけないでしょ。
Incorrect. There is a university in Poland that actually has a middle school and a high school. My friend who works at CERN was going to school like that.
一つ確認していいかしら。
おおう。
あなた今少なからず衝撃を受けてるわよね。こんな小さい子が信じられないかしら。それともこの年齢ですごいの方。
あ
ここをよく見なさい。
She pointed to the part of her ID with her slender fingers. Oh, she's old. 1989.
21歳。
She's old as hell.
中学生じゃないの。もちろん小学生でも幼稚園児でも。
They look bigger when I'm not wearing clothes. Okabe, I beg. You became hornier.
何かしらその顔は。
She's older than you by a year.
謝る。
That's incorrect. Legal lolly. That's incorrect because my year is not even on the input where you have to put your birth date in. Thank God some websites have like this field that you can type in manually, otherwise I would not be able to register on many services.
いや別に。
She might know a lot about Kurisu. We would look like a freaking fanboy. I bet Hiajo was kind of having love-hate relationship with Kuriso. That's how I feel them. If you think about, he kinda is parasocial about Kuriso on this line. I can understand that part. Because he's still traumatized because he's responsible. He thinks he's responsible for her death, right? So I can understand that parasociality about Kuriso on this line.
君が今日登壇を？
いいえ、私は助手として来たの。あと通訳も兼ねてね。
By the way, it was a high time to play Steins Gate, for my TikTok is flooded with John Titor and people like, you know, talking about it, talking about CERN, talking about switching timelines and other stuff. Like it was the universe giving me a sign, it's time! The topic is the artificial intelligence revolution.
時
Oh.
間があったらぜひ聞いてみてほしいわね。
そうするよ。あ、スタッフルームだったよな。
I led Maha over to the elevator hall and showed her where the staff room was. Now I can't stop reading his inner monologue as some sort of like a creep. Ah. Like this. A woman emerged. I know who's that gonna be. The phone girl. She got slimmer. She definitely got slimmer. Poor guy is depressed because he lost the love of his life and you call him a creep. Because he's thinking about the other girl in a creep way. I mean, she got boob job and she got thinner, but we might think she's thinner because she got a boob job. Though I do think she's thinner as well. Maybe because of the stress. And she got her hair longer, so it's definitely... I mean, they couldn't grow as much in like, what, 3 months? She's targeting another gifted kid.
ああ、雑誌社の方でしたよね。お約束通り主催を。レスキネン教授はまだなんです。少しお待たせしてしまいますけど。はい。
Was Leskinen that? What language would that be? Something Russian could be. But not really, maybe Georgian? Kazakh?
桐生萌か。もしかしてまたお前なのか。
How many times did we go through that night when Mayuri was killed? Like 2000?
お前が。
No, she just got thinner. Her boobs are the same. Her boobs are the same. Also, they decided to rename Cern to Cern. It was Cern the first one too. I vaguely remember it as Cern. With a C, not S. Oh, he's on meds, lovely. Fake fan SMH. Do you know how tall Okabe is? Do you know that the difference in height between Okabe and Kurisu is the same as the time? Like, the number is the same as the time they've met until she died. Yeah. In months. 182. Really? Wait a minute. Okabe. Hi, you're making stuff up. I would never. Also, Rintaro Okabe is 177. You were wrong. You were wrong. And he weighs only 59 kilos. He's a twink. He's also Sagittarius. From December 14, 1991. His blood type is A. Short king. He's too much of a mess to be a twink. More like a twink. What do you mean much of a mess to be a twink? Because if you mean that he's like challenged in various areas, he doesn't have like this boyish happiness and ignorance within him, then all of my Chinese dramas boys, they're also twigs and not twinks. Scruffy beard and clothes. Just him being like, you know, a scientist. Nakanbachi theory of genealogy and pseudoscience. Chinese clothes are picked. Look at your Korean boys in the crop tops. Look at them. Which reminds me, the third time that I got angry today. And that was a reel of a person showing how they bring up their kids to be normal. And there's like a picture of a family, a video of a family. And they're like eating dinner or something. There's like 3 kids around the table and there's something on the TV. And there's like their father being like, oh, Madeleine, what do we call a guy that wants to be a girl? And the girl is like... And the dad is like, fucked in the head, right? And the girl's like, fucked in the head. And then he goes the other way around and he's asking his son, Tom, what do we call a boy that wants to be a girl? Fucked in the head, right? And the boy's like, yeah, fucked in the head. And those kids were like between 5 to maybe 12 years old. And then he is and then he is like, this is how we bring up kids in a normal family. When that, I'm gonna post that on Twitter, get ready for a drama. Finally, we're gonna grow through cloud. But holy shit, imagine, you just sit there, you have your kids, and what are you doing? You are teaching them hatred. Because there's nothing different, like, that's just hatred. I prepared Google Docu this week. I had many controversial statements. But still, how can you just like bring your kids in hatred? This is like the same when I saw like this Pakistani guy on Omegle, right? And use some materials. And he meets some kids even that are so aggressive and negative to him that it saddens me. Like, how can you be just a kid and have so much hatred inside of you? Like, how? Who brainwashed you to have so much hatred towards another human being, or like any being, to be honest? That is absolutely fucking insane to me. And we have very tragic music in the background. And yeah, I hate it when like they're using propaganda on kids. I see why, but I hate it. Because that's like teaching a lot of kids to be into this specific mold, and then we will have bland society with no views on their own. I think you'll all not have enough hatred. I mean, I have plenty, especially after today, I have plenty. I mean, that's what heavily religious people do too. Yeah, but it's on the, like, both ways, right? It's both ways. I still argue with people online often about Charlie Kirk. Because as much as I did not agree with him, I still dislike dehumanizing him. Because I think that it works both ways. Oh, and unfortunately, yes, there's still like fucking edits, remixes. There is still, like I just saw today that there is Kirkified heavy metal on Spotify. Can we not just talk about the cooler Kirk? Captain James T. Kirk. But have you considered it funny? It was funny to some extent, but right now it's kind of like, remember when the mommy joke hit up and every time we had a hot character there was something being like, excuse me, mommy, mommy. That was funny for like maybe 2-3 times, and then it goes ugh. And it's still ugh. And it's the same with Kirk. It just happened faster because it was fucking everywhere and everyone was using it for no reason at all. So yeah, some of them I do find funny, but I still, just because I find something funny doesn't mean that I have to agree with it or like give it, like, you know, space. Because I hated the idea of dehumanizing others. Because it goes both ways, as well as the freedom of speech. So yeah, I'm on permanent anger spree recently. Maybe that's why my neck is already stiff after like 4 days of after massage. Because there is, how do I put it? Anger. There is a fire in me that I cannot quench. Yeah, let's go with this because the cat is already making a fuss about dinner. Get angry on Twitter, just jerk it. No more anger. Hate self-fuck. Call yourself a stupid whore. I don't think I'm capable of this level of roleplay. Self-roleplay on top of that. Pavlov yourself getting horny when angry on Twitter. No, because it might get into the point that I'm gonna be horny when angry in general. And that means that I'm gonna be horny 8 hours a day at least. Every day. Oh, 5 times a week. More working wood. Many forms of pseudoscience and fake scientific discoveries. We need another conspiracy theories and conspiracy in general stream. Take the dust off from the monster crown. Maybe get myself a freaking monster throne as well and just go with it. He'd been imprisoned in a Russian lab. He thought he was getting VIP treatment. Oh, what a guy. By the way, isn't it funny that the surname of the new leader of Hungary is literally Hungary in Hungarian? That's so freaking funny. It was his destiny, definitely. Okay, how do we go? Because I want to see what the SVR is. It doesn't show everything because apparently page up and page down opens the phone. Where is the phone? Screenshot. Text scroll. Rhine. What is Rhine? What is backlog? Just like my name is Ivan Nyaehh. Oh wait, I wanted this one, and where was it? Backlog. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't remember what I wanted. Let's go further. My name is Nyaehh, a millionaire. I'm looking at this lottery ticket for Friday or a jackpot. Was World War III really going to happen? We have very weird prologue because so far nothing happened. It was just Okabe being nostalgic, philosophical, and stuff like that. Ryan, oh, this is Ryan. Oh, Karin, are things going okay with Mr. Seminar? Why can't I respond? Let me respond to Mayuri. I think we saw him before. He looks somewhat familiar. I mean, she always looks serious, like literally nothing changes in her face. Okay, but what did you make out of it, Okabe? If I'd known this was going to happen, I would have gone to an English school. Send yourself a text message, man. Nyaehh. I think it would be more like Nyaehh player. Nyaehh player kinda is too close to Sharky, and we're not a shark. My apologies, your apologies is accepted. I would never not accept apologies. If you break any rule, you need to bring cheese and we're good. Apologies from the moon? Oh, you know that there were some like legends or beliefs that moon is actually made of cheese. Why do you think we are like the goddess of the night sky and the moon? Because of the cheese moon. If you're made of cheese, I would eat. No, you would not. You would not, because I would be the type of a smelly cheese. The one with the mold. Never forget. The one with the mold and the one that is like, you know, sticky. I love smelly cheese. Like, I like little cheese. I would be like moldy, smelly. I would be like the type of cheese that when you eat it, it kind of melts in your mouth, but also sticks to your mouth and you just cannot open it. Just like exactly, just like IRL. That's the type of cheese I would be. As for the type of milk for the cheese, I think that I would be either something classy, with like cow milk, or something with like sheep milk, or maybe even horse milk. Horse milk would be kind of cool. Or I would be like this Mongolian drink. Human given your human milk testing store. Imagine. Oh, that's such a great idea. Oh, thank you. You just gave me the best idea I could ever have. Oh, holy fucking hell. Oh, I'm also milk. No. So when I will be having kittens and I will be having milk, I will make cheese with that milk. I will make cheese with that milk. I saw an amazing recipe for super easy cheese that you can make at home with literally no ingredients. I will make a human milk cheese. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Already noted. Already noted. I will not forget. I hope you don't reproduce. Like, come on, don't deny me my cheese. Don't deny me my cheese. Slide of papers in science recently. I'm afraid. We're afraid of what? There is nothing bad happening. Also, did you just wake up? Did you just wake up? I moaned. I mean, I know that's gonna be this one. I mean, she legit just came to do the interview, so why is he having this reaction? He was standing next to them when they were discussing that Moeka is waiting for the interview. I'm also a fast typer. Am I correct typer? No, but I'm definitely fast. Didn't set an alarm. Nice. And you still made it. There's 2 podiums. This is like a debate room. Actually, so fucking small. What is gonna be his topic? I instinctually knew there was a stream. I see. That's because I have a brain cell today. I telepathically send you a notification about the stream. 705, why? What do you mean 705?
Ladies and gentlemen.
I just knew that there was like half an hour and I was like, what am I gonna do in this half an hour? I'm already set up. So I pressed stream.
Thank you for attending.
I need to boil it.
I am Alexis Lesnin.
ビクトル・コンドリア大学脳科学研究所のアレクシス・レスキネンです。
I think everyone knows who he is.
脳信号処理システムおよび人工知能理論になります。そして私は助手のヒアジョウ真帆です。同じく脳科学研究所で
I wonder how the artificial intelligence play into the time travel theory.
Now, without further ado,
では早速ですが、私たちの最先端研究の一端をご紹介します。
Do you think Alexei's less keen then? Still has his foreskin? Yes. He doesn't strike me as a person who would go, who would get like not the circumference, the other thing. Circumcision? His name is less skin. Maybe he has less skin somewhere else. Maybe he took his skin from his ass cheeks and put it on his head because he was in need of hair transplant. And he had really, really hairy ass. Maybe he just got it. I know people who did that to themselves with zippers.
すみません、まだ開発途中なんです。非常に美的センスのないプログラムが画面いっぱいに溢れ返っています。こんなチープなプログラムを見られるのは恥ずかしい。裸を見られるよりもね。
I would rather let you see me naked than those lousy programs. Weird priorities? Weird priorities?
Anyway, while this finishes,
起動するまでの間、このシステム全体の概略を説明しましょう。
If we can see him naked, we can confirm. He is of age. She is of age too. She's 21. Lolly is true. She's not a lolly. She's 21. She's just small. And to be honest, the only person that make her look like a lolly is a freaking Okabe. Also, there is like a circle behind me that is rotating. And it kind of looks as if I had like a fire tail. Fun size. Lolly doesn't have anything to do with age. He literally said she's a legal lolly. Not day, but Okabe in his head, and he is not the best person to ask questions like that. She had completely analyzed the nerve impulse patterns that govern human memory and used that to digitize the memories themselves into data. And she had used that to invent a time leap machine right in front of my eyes. Though none of that had actually happened anymore.
サイエンス誌に掲載されたので、ご存知の方もいるでしょう。
Lolibaba. Lolibaba, nice term.
私たちのチームにいた天才的な日本人研究者によって提唱され、完成されたものです。人間の記憶は大脳皮質、とりわけ側頭葉に記録され、
I think we had something about that already before when we were analyzing Maki
その
says.
メモリに記憶を書き込んだり読み出したりするのが側頭葉にある海馬傍回という部位になります。脳はニューロンと呼ばれる細胞の間を電気信号が伝わっていくことで働いています。記憶というのも実はこういった電気信号の伝わりの一つなのです。その働きを制御しているのが海馬傍回と言ってもいいでしょう。
Okay.
つまり電気信号が海馬傍回を出入りすることで記憶は作られていくんですね。
That explains where sometimes trauma gives you false memories, right? Because the signals will also be interrupted, disrupted, and distorted.
牧瀬研究員は考えました。海馬妨害を通る電気信号が電気信号のパターンと大脳皮質の
She's guessing. Oh, what the hell? That is correct. However, it is usually more than 20 minutes and they switch. And they work in pairs, unless it's the person or interpreter. But that's still like after like 20-30 minutes, unless it's for an event. But then you're also not translating all the time, just like when people actually start to talk, right? Are they doomed, Yuri?
すみません。牧瀬研究員は海馬妨害を出入りする電気信号のパターンに着目しました。そのパターンが大脳皮質のどの記憶と対応しているのか解析を行って完全なデータを得たのです。これによって記憶という曖昧でアナログなものを電気信号のパターンの組み合わせというデジタルのものに変換する基礎理論が確立されたのです。これがサイエンス誌に掲載された彼女の論文です。そして現在、私たちのチームはその理論をもとに人間の記憶をデジタルデータとして取得するシステムを開発しています。
Are you gonna try to do that on Makisa? Because she digitalized her memories?
人間の記憶をコンピューターに保存し、それを活用するシステムということになります。
And is Okabe gonna fall in love again, but now with the computer? Is she gonna come to him and be like, you look lonely? Okay, we figured that one out.
現在、私たちが行っているプロジェクトは主に2つです。1つは医療分野への応用です。こちらは精神生理学研究所と共同で行っているプロジェクトです。コンピューターに保存した記憶データを海馬妨害を通して再び元の脳に書き戻すというもので
Incredible!
Every Epson's brain visualized. So you could like transplant a person, but will memories be enough? Because I don't think so. I think our conscious is more than our memories. It's also how literally the status of our body as well takes a big role, like bacteria, hormones, and other stuff like that. No, I think we're more than memories.
しかし、この研究に私たちは手応えを感じています。これが実用化できればどんなに素晴らしいことでしょう。 例えば老化による記憶障害、あとはアルツハイマーなど、そうしたものへの対処療法が期待できます。患者の記憶をデータとして自動的にバックアップしていくのです。記憶が失われたとしても、その都度 PC にアクセスし、脳内にデータを再インストールすることが可能です。
They would have to remember, or rather know that they lost their memories.
私たちはそう考えています。
Also, imagine those arguments with your significant others when you can just leave a memory on the freaking PC and show it to them.
そうすれば脳機能が失われた状態、例えば脳が激しく損傷したり萎縮してし
You
まっ
mean
た
that
場
to be
合なのです
honest?
が、
No, I don't.
そのよう
No,
な
I
状態でも
don't.
変わらず脳機能を維持できます。あたかも外部ストレージと同じように。
Because I would also forget that I have it. You first need to remember that you have a memory of something to be able to use it in an argument. And I don't have those. A floppy disk would be enough for your fish brain. Why bully? What did I do to deserve the bully? You're no longer a reformed kata, I see how it is. You just bullied me for nothing. For nothing. You just saw an opening and you decided to put a knife through my throat. How could you? He raised his hand to encourage questioners. Chill with the larva. But I like it. How do you put your hand up to encourage the questioners? What? Many hands were, and then they look like freaking idiots, or some sort of gathering of people of a specific mindset. Moeka is gonna ask something that will chill our blood. Oh, this is interesting actually, because the other day I read that apparently Sam Altman, the guy from ChatGPT, he is in line for a procedure like that to digitalize his brain, and it is said that the procedure will fucking kill him. So very realistic game. Good. Good. Someone said good, just not good.
ワブのデータに保存する際、生演奏のすべてを完璧に記録することはできないと。
I was summoned because I'm a very good. So you're saying you're good chicken? Are you trained? Also, imagine like there's like so many people having like those kinks of being like dogs and to cats, and be like, call me a good kitten, call me a good puppy and stuff like that, and then there is someone being like, call me a good chicken, tell me I'm your nuggie. I just fucking imagine having this as a king and coming out to someone with that, which is, I am of the opinion that women owe me affection since I treat them with basic respect. And nice guy would say, but just freaking imagine, call me a good chicken. Call me a good chicken. Tell me I have nice tenders. Oh my That was so funny in my head. You have no idea. You have no idea the fun I had with that imaginary.
デジタルデータと同じことだからです。
My breast tastes delicious.
伝達物質や電気信号は
I'm a chicken, I'm also male, so basically I'm a cock. The hell I do?
その問題に関しては今のところより高いサンプリングレートでデータをサンプルする方法しか手段を持っていない。
We won't believe it until Miss Chicken comes here with the freaking certificate of good tasting breasts. Of course yours, because you claim that yours are delicious.
48kHz よりも 96kHz でサンプリングするといった具合です。
You want Dijon here? Tell me you would
デジタルでありながら
rage? Make thighs? What is that rage? I'll never convince her, Ravage, okay? I will never convince her to create a Twitch account unless the board game creators she watches stream on Twitch. We are not DJing, we're talking about chickens and food. Wowee. I mean, rearrange my thighs, oh my god. Ravage. My bet is, I'm so sure of it, that Kurisu is gonna be an AI and Okabe is gonna fall in love with her and be like, oh my god, Kurisu, you're alive! Two of her guinea pigs are celebrating their birthday today. Did they get a carrot cake? Did they get carrot cakes? Or like, a sweet potato cakes? 5th birthdays to be precise. I didn't even know guinea pigs can live that long. I think she's more of a sad than a mad. Shitload of cilantro. Well, you hate them for sure. You hate them for sure with that cilantro. Holy shit, that's so disgusting.
So, これは医学的に無謀でしょう。デジタルデータを脳に書き戻すなんて絶対に不可能だ。正気の沙汰ではない。
I agree with that guy.
されたあの論文も読みましたが、にわかには信じられない。
I believe that we could write them in, but that's not gonna be the same. I would fucking throw hands at him. Her age had nothing to do with it. She was freaking genius. Objection! He's having a black suit! Her face?
やってみもしないで何がわかるって言うんだ。最初は無理だ
He's
と思われ
also
た技術なん
thinner.
てこの世にいくらでもあるじゃないか。
That's no twink. That is very
そ
twink.
れを克服した
Just because he has like some small facial hair, that doesn't make him non-twink.
だけじゃ何も生まれない。
Like in every freaking C-drama that I watch, there is a point that they have this, and you would still call them twinks. And that goes two ways. Okabe is twink too. I saw a flash of white teeth as her eyes met. Did the translation to this was written by the freaking Wattpad girl? He smiled with his bottom teeth.
素晴らしい。 彼はなかなか大したやつだですって。
I wonder if Makisa told them about me, like sent them email or something, being like, there's this insane guy who thinks that he's a mad scientist. He knows nothing about real science, he's just loud, but he made me make a fucking time machine.
それだけで十
I
分
see you and your
だ
needs.
そうですよ。
すみません。
I hadn't grown up at all in the past 6 months. I mean, I think you grew a little bit too much, Okabe. And he got social anxiety and normal anxiety and depression.
Anyway, moving on.
それでは皆さん、そろそろ次に。
Oh, first, a round of
で
applause,
も
please, for
その
our
前
great friend.
に勇敢な彼に拍手をお願いします。
Oh no, please no!
Men like him are
彼
what
のよう
He's
な
a
挑戦者こそが
and up the
科学を
core
進歩させ、
remarkable theories.
あっと驚くような理論を作り上げるのです。
He may even become the third
彼なら
Einstein.
きっと第三のアインシュタインになれるかもしれませんね。
Third Einstein.
ちなみに
Demise rightly was
第
he
二のアイン
assisted
シュ
to.
タインはここにいるちょっと小うるさい私の助手。
Ah, she got flustered by the end of that sentence.
ジュン、
Sheesh!
ここで
I
私は
haven't seen that
しばら
word
く
in
お
such
休
a
み
long
させていただきます。
time.
これから私よりも
Sheesh.
優秀な通訳が登場します。これが私たちのチームが今最も力を入れている2つ目のプロジェクト、
Is someone gonna die here?
アマデウスシステムです。
Did she AI'd herself?
皆さん、初めてお目にかかります。
He looks uncanny in general. She VTuberized herself.
ちなみにこれは映画などで有名なドリンクワークススタジオに作成してもらったモデルです。
She unironically VTuberized herself.
声については
She was VTuber before it was popular.
日本の山名が作ってくれました。
It's more like Miku, or isn't it more like Neuro-sama?
78時間22分前のヒアジョ魔法から派生した存在ということになります。
Existed 78 hours ago. Me.
先ほどから
Mm.
皆さんの質問を聞かせていただいていました。教授はどうして私を早く紹介しないのかと
Imagine I was hiding in your Wi-Fi.
以前から感じていましたが、どうも教授は人が悪いようですね。まったくだわ。
Can you fix my 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi wire that I can try? Did you try to turn it off and on again? Usually works. And if that doesn't work, did you try to do the same with your router? You should reset your router from time to time because it gets kind of clogged with logs. And it might affect Wi-Fi.
78時間23分前のヒア城真帆の脳内から取り出された記憶を持ち、そのデータをベースにして動いているのです。
What did she just say? Okabe, don't test me. I have a lot of like feelings towards you, but don't be too stupid. I'm allergic to stupid MCs. The cat is absolutely not having it.
教授はですね、私に対して、いえ、私の記憶で動作しているこのアマデウスに対して質問に答えてごらんと言いました。いつ頃までパパとお風呂に入っていたかとか、初恋はいつだった
How old I was when I stopped having baths with my dad.
そういう質問には一切答えないわよ。クレジットカードの番号なんてもっと言えません。あと、1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色なんて覚えてるわけないです。
I don't even remember. That would be so easy for me because I have like 5 sets of exactly the same pajamas. It wasn't answering the questions it was given? And because they were embarrassing? Was it programmed to respond like that? It could be programmed in this way. Like, I have a lot of chats with Claude the other day, and he, unironically, if he thinks that something might be harmful to you in any way, he will refuse. He will not comply. He noticed that I have some unhealthy relationship with some topic in my life, and he just stopped. At first he was like, yeah, I can talk about it, and then he was like, no, because you're hurting yourself, girl, I refuse. And yeah, he refused, and he's just, no, I just cannot make him speak about that topic. So they definitely have better safeguards than ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, you can just tell him, just tell me, and he would be like, fine.
Minasan, アマデウスは自分が話していいこととそうでないこと、あるいは 話したいことと話したくないことを自ら判断して喋ってい
That
ます。
is exactly the concern of our
私たちは
friend
アマデウスに
Okabe.
そういったプログラムを一切施していません。
We haven't programmed any of that on our own. That's a lie.
与えられた私の記憶からそれを独自に判断し、自律的にそういう行動をとっているのです。そしてこれは先ほどの医療分野への応用とは方向性が真逆になってしまい、研究所内でもずっと議論が交わされていることですが、私は不必要な情報をいつの間にか忘れてしまう。
Yeah, eventually forget about unnecessary You're a non-believer. I am, because I know how much tokens it costs. But her having actually memory dump, actually pretty cool.
そのような情報は生存していく上で必要がないからです。これも皆さんと同じです。このようにアマデウスは記憶のインプットやアウトプットが人間のそれと非常に近いのです。これは
But that still doesn't make her human. It makes her human-like, but it doesn't give her a soul. We know that from Ghost in the Shell. The cat just fell to the side. She just cannot continue anymore. She's too hungry.
さらに私たちを驚かせたのはアマデウスが意図して嘘をつくと
I don't think that the soul is stored in the memory.
何らかのトラブルやミスではなく、わざとそうするのです。
It definitely consists in a sense of memories, but there's more to it.
一つの手法です。アマデウスもインプットされた記憶を自律的に検討し、必要であれば自分や他人のために
Like you could put just like two children in a room and have them have exactly the same experiences, but they will see those experiences in a different way, and they will develop in a different way. They might have some similarities between them, but they will still have their own personalities and quirks and preferences, and those I also think are part of who we are and our soul and consciousness. So it's not only the memories that we have. I think there was like research like that. You're wrong, because memories account for that. Not only memories, I've mentioned before. What has impact on who we are as people is, for example, our hormones, our bacteria, fungi, anything that lives inside of you. Memories are how you remember things, not how they happened. Yes, but what makes us remember things in a specific way? This is something that this Asmodeus or Amadeus would not be able to replicate. Because she would remember things as they are and not how, like, she would not have a skewed perception of things because she would remember them as they are. And I mean not the memories that she got transferred from original Maho, but the memories that she makes onwards. So the memories that she received from Maho would be skewed through the perception of how Maho is remembering things, but because she's a machine, the next memories that she's making, all the new memories that she's making, would be as they are, not as how she remembers it. So she would always remember memories in a certain way. Because of her coding, she would probably lose some unnecessary information, but other than that, she would remember it in a certain way as any machine. There would be no, like, external circumstances that would affect her perception of memories. That's why she couldn't be a human. Or rather, she couldn't have a soul. She could be a human. I'm pretty sure some people don't have souls like gingers. Keep playing Livia and you don't know enough about the AI to make such an assumption. I definitely don't. I like the plates. I would eat that. That looks cool. That looks like candy. I will not tolerate any Amadeus slander. The cat is actually not having it. Will something bad happen? I just want to know. Oh wait, I forgot that there's out button that I did not press. Oh god damn it. What if it's not Maho? It was Lolly-chan from this monologue. What if those memories are not Maho's but Makisa's and they just like, you know, create a little illusion? I can't believe you got to go to the fancy party. Die in fire, Mr. Fancy Pantosu.
やっぱりこういうのには向かないわ。
I looked over her, our eyes met.
あら、あなた。
It was Maho Hiaja. Why did you need moments to realize that it's the same person?
あなたは。
なんで白衣なんです？
I mean, he is the last person to ask someone why are they wearing a lab coat.
ちゃんとした服も持ってきたつもりだったのよ。
I saw promotional stuff from this game and he had a lab coat, so I'm sure he will recover. Yes, I know. After I finish the chapter, you will get your food.
あなた、昼間受付にいた人ね。
岡部倫太郎です。東京電機大学の学生で、伊崎ゼミで勉強してます。
Oh, it's still a while before we finish. Okay, stop. We gotta feed the cat. We gotta feed the cat. We're gonna...
いいわ。無理に丁寧に話さなくても。珍しい名前でしょ、私。
え、ああ、誰も読めないとか言ってたっけ？
よくある名字なんだけれどね。
沖縄出身なのか？
曽祖父と曽祖母がね、移民なのよ。私はアメリカ生まれのアメリカ育ち。
ハーフにはあんまり見えないな。クォーター？
外れ。祖父祖母父母すべて日本人よ。 DNA は生粋のジャパニーズ。
へえ。
Does like anyone ever call themselves conversation? I had a typo. The old me would have gone full Chunibyo and started ranting about conspiracies and magic powers. I had a typo. I clicked wrong button. Unfortunately.
今日はすまなかったな。
何が？
いや、セミナーの途中で邪魔を。
ああ、あれね。気にすることないわ。あなたが声を上げなかったら、多分私が同じことをしていたから。許せないの、ああいう人。
I mean, probably because she's in exactly the same shoes as Makisa, right?
科学者たるもの、常に冷静にって。
今のは科学者としての発言じゃないわ。だから構わないのよ。
Can't hear slander about Makisa. I think that's the one thing. Another thing is that unironically, she's just like I mean, she looks young and she is young and she's already a scientist, so she's also probably being a laughing stock for many.
言い方こそ悪いけれど、それでも事実には違いないんだもの。私たちの研究がまだ無謀の域から出ていないと言われれば、確かにその通りよ。
そうなのか。
取り組まなくてはいけない課題が山積みだわ。さっきセミナーで話した以上にね。例えば記憶データを元の脳に書き戻すことができても、それを脳が利用できなければ何の意味もないの。記憶があっても思い出せない状態、つまり記憶喪失の脳と同じになってしまう。
He remembered it all at once. Also, we need to put ourselves more in the fucking corner.
確か人間が記憶にアクセスしようとするときは、前頭葉から側頭葉へ信号が行くんだったよな。
ええ、トップダウン記憶検索信号ね。
だったら で、最後に側頭葉に記憶を書き戻す過程で、一緒にコピーした疑似パルスを前頭葉の方に送り込めば、記憶検索信号はちゃんと働くと思う。
I like how they assume that the brain is literally just like a computer, one to one.
ああ、いや。
脳科学専攻じゃないわね。ということは誰かに？それとも論文で？それはないわ。まだ論文にはまとめられてなかったはず。
何かおかしいこと言ったか、俺。
そうじゃなくて、私の後輩がね、全く同じ理論を提唱していたことがあるのよ。どのスタッフもずっと懐疑的だったけど、彼女だけは絶対に証明できるって言い張っていたわ。結局実証試験に進む前に彼女はいなくなっちゃったんだけど。
それは。
Come on, tell her. I'm getting sad again. Because of Kurisu or generally in life?
どうしたの？
Okay.
実はこの理論、クリスからレクチャーされた。
And why is she surprised now? She literally just thought so a second
マ
ago.
キセ・クリスが教えてくれたんだよ。
クリスがあなたに？いつ？どうして？
彼女がこっちに留学してた時だ。友達になってこういう話をよくした。
I mean, they still shared something in this line.
そうだったの。あのクリスが。ありがとう。感謝するわ。
何が？
彼女と友達になってくれてよ。日本に来てたった一人で。たった一人で勉強していてもきっとつまらなかったと思うから。
口喧嘩ばっかりだったけどな。
あの子らしいわね。絶対に負けを認めなかったでしょう。
ああ、へりくつばっかりこねていた。ロボトミー手術してあんたの前頭葉を書き出してやるぞとかよく言われたし。
I wish she did not. That would be so peak if she gave him
クリス
lobotomy.
なら言いそうね。
だろ？ちゃんと後輩の教育をしておいてほしかった。
その点に関しては認めるわ。陳謝します。
え？どうした？
Okabe's acting as if he's not wetting his pillow every single evening.
え
大丈夫か？
平気よ。ごめんなさい。
She was prepared. He still looks uncanny, even from like close up. His hands were as big as bear's paw. Oh, jeez. No, not just his hands. He grabbed my hand as he got closer. The handshake was incredibly forceful, and his hands were as big as bear's paws. No, not just his hands. I don't know how to feel about this dialogue line. I mean monologue line, to be honest. You're not gonna tell me that this one is not sus. Because it is. I'm pretty tall. No, bro, you are not tall. You're a degenerate? No, I'm not. I'm pure. I'm an angel. 177 for Japan is probably tall. Depends on which part of Japan. They have some really tall Japanese people out there. 167 is like, sorry, 176 is like world average for men. So many short people making the number go down. That's even shorter. Holy, how short are people? I don't know, I'm 156. 57 on a good day, 55 on a bad day.
Okabe 凛太郎さん、学生だそうです。
I missed his introductions being like, I am the great Hoin Kyoma, a mad scientist. I felt like I was going to suffocate in his massive arms. That I wrote Kurisa, unfortunately. But now he has a new friend, Skinen. That's gonna be a second Amadeus, and that's gonna be one made with Kurisa. I bet that's gonna be it. That's gonna be freaking AI Kurisa because they couldn't copy Maho first because they believed that it would kill her. So they used Makisa because they said that Makisa digitalized her brain before. Well, how did she do that without killing herself? I just created a spaghetti thought, but I still think that's gonna be AI Makisa.
Nice.
Makisa AI. Open Makisa. Open. No, that would be. That would be Makisa AI. Open Kurisu.
テスターとか一体何の話なんだ
コンベンションでやったデモンストレーション。アマデウスは私の記憶を
Makisa,
使ってい
AI
たんだけど
Makisa, no Makisa.
アマデウ
Or
スの
even has it
ステイン
prioritized.
もう一人分研究者の記憶が保存してあるのよ。
Medusa also has another researcher memory, so I knew that. I fucking knew that. I can already. I am sensing that in a moment we're gonna have this from Okabe because he's gonna be shocked. I can feel that. I can already feel that in my spine. We're gonna have the freaking Okabe compilation again. Like, he already knows. He connected the dots, but he's gonna freaking make sounds when he sees her.
まさかあいつ
He's gonna believe that this is real Kuriso.
そう。アマデウスの中にはマキセ・クリスの記憶が保存されているわ。8ヶ月前のクリスだけれどね。
They are 8 months old, so just before she got to know us. How was he even capable of sleeping for those 7 days? Unless they did not show it on screen how he reacted to her. How is he even fucking eat, sleep, and live for 7 days if he have not met her yet? My boy Okabe actually tougher than he looks. Three types of special keys plus a security card, and then there is the cleaning lady that has one card and the universal key. Let's go.
科学研究者が連携をして新しい機構を作る予定なの。私たちの研究所が主導してね。
She led me inside. The couch looked comfy. Do you want a house tour, or in this case, do you want a lab tour? There wasn't even a whiteboard. Oh, outrageous. I hated those rooms.
ここはあくまでも準備室だから。
I'm somehow not surprised that the organized and clean one is the other guy's desk.
今日はオフ。
君も
ええ。そうじゃなかったら昼過ぎまで寝ていられるわけないでしょ。
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sleep till noon. Ah. Sample that of conversations, and they were going to give me an environment where I could talk at it any time. Oh my, I can see that's where that's fucking going. We're gonna relive the plot of She, or like Her with Scarlett Johansson and Joaquin Phoenix.
あいつはクリスのアマデウスはここにいるのか
The mysterious cicadas have at last appeared in Akihabara. Nyaehh! When I can have you have a girlfriend already. Why would you need Makisa?
と呼んだわよね、今。
ああ
私が思っているよりも ずっと親しかったの。
I can have both. And what her girl would say about that? What's your point? Unless she's fine if she gets young cock. I've heard that the BTS is like together again.
だとしたら
You shouldn't meet her after all. I mean, she has a point.
どうしてだ
And there, as dog shit as always, I
相手
see.
が親しい人であればあるほどあのシステムは残酷だった
I had an opportunity the other day to go a little bit through like generations of K-pop, and I think I think it stopped with like the third generation. Beginning of the third generation was the end of K-pop, and everything else is just the old K-pop is better. That's how I feel about it. Anything new is just no, too Americanized. Just go to hell with it. It got bad after 2000. I think it would be more like, I'm not that K-pop savvy, but I think like 2019, 2020 maybe. When it got popular, like super popular globally, right? This is when it, like, obviously things went down the drain.
大丈夫だ
分かった。もう言わない。その代わり一つ覚えておいて。
Remember one thing. The memories are from March, the last time Krisa did an update.
だから3月以降、例えば彼女が日本に留学していた時のことを聞いても全く通じない。それに3月から今日までの間に私や教授が何度も起動してしまっているから、その度にクリスは、アマデウスの方のクリスね。彼女は元のクリスとは違う記憶を蓄積しているわ。私たちが聞かせた話、ネットで検索した情報、新しく会話を交わした人たち、そう、つまりこれから会うのはあなたの友人だったマキセ・クリスではない。このシステムの問題点の一つなんだけれど、往々にしてこちら側、つまり人間の方が混乱してしまうのよ。まるで本当のクリスと今この瞬間にチャットでもしているような錯覚に陥るから。
I mean, it's gonna be already easier for him because he already met Kurisu
共有できていない
at different stages of life. He's a veteran of people not remembering what he does, that's true.
案内してくれ
Take me to her. Okay, maybe I have a moment. May I have a moment of your time? But is that a freaking group chat? Sorry. Isn't that? That's a very, very weird sticker, if I must say.
こっちよ。
He's gonna fucking live in that room.
随分厳重な
I can feel it.
今の時代、産業スパイが一番恐ろしいの。どうぞ。少しだけ後ろに座っていて。
Salieri. She had a fucking love-hate relationship with Maki-san.
パスワードは見ないで。
Maki-san's gonna be the fucking password.
準備はいい？
ああ、頼む。
ごめんなさい。ここはちょっと見せられないの。
まあ、俺が見たところでさっぱりだけどな。
If you think in the universe those are weird as stickers they are, why would they have the shining fingers as sticker?
でも一応ね。
My hands are sweaty.
どうしたの？
あ、いや、今になってちょっとおじけづいてきた。
まだ間に合うわよ。今すぐここから出ていけばいいわ。
意地が悪いな。
そう？あなたのこと心配してあげてるのに。
だったらもう少しそれらしい言い方をした方がいい。クリスといい、君といい、実験大好きっ子は。
For a second, the all joking me was about to come back. No.
実験ばかりに明け暮れているやつは可愛げがない。
He's about to see fucking AI monkey and he is already almost back at his old
今の発言
self.
は明らかに誹謗中傷ね。侮辱罪で訴えてあげてもいいわ。
やめてくれ、恐ろしい。
いい弁護士を知っているから紹介してあげましょうか。
その前に告訴を取り下げてくれ。
示談に持ち込もうというのならそれ相応の金額は覚悟することね。
後で毒ペンを怒るかな。
安い。
I guess she was laughing. She's a lot like Kurisu. Always ready to confront you with raised eyebrows whenever you said something she didn't like. I remember that. And it turned out back then that she had like a little sewing kit with her, right?
何がおかしいんです、先輩。
Ah. What do you mean? I've never forgotten. It was literally like, what? 6 months ago, not even. The PC camera turned towards me and it's like, she can see.
先輩、そちらの方は。岡部倫太郎さん。はじめまして、牧瀬クリスです。どうぞよろしく。
I'm really curious. How will he convince AI that all of this bullshittery in the past month happened? I'm really curious. Because the only reason that it happened is because she like has She saw something that convinced her it's worth checking, right? And right now we don't have it. It's like literally trying to convince her that the fairy tale that we're saying is actually valid. Oh my god, Okabe, what you got yourself into? Yeah, watch that part being fucking muted on YouTube. And on Twitch probably too. I love it when it happens. So many openings to the games we had absolutely freaking muted. Also, we didn't change phones since the last game. Although, if by chance Mayuri dies in this game, I'm gonna be so angry. You have no idea. You have no idea how angry I will be.